Capricorns, my ambitious and industrious friends. Let's see what this week's reading is going to hold for you. I see we have here the Hanged Man, the Five of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Empress, the Chariot, Queen of Wands, the Universe or the World, Three of Wands, and 10 of Wands. So a lot of wands in this reading. And let me see here. And so with wands, we know that they are action cards, not always positive or forward action. But in this case with the wands, we're seeing the Five of Wands, which represents competition, struggle to coordinate, but you're going to need to cooperate with someone else to meet that challenge. Also with the Queen of Wands, it's saying to you that you will have a sense of accomplishment and inspiration. Someone with good advice, someone that has your best interest at heart is going to be helping with that. More than likely a strong female figure. And then we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands speaks to foresight and success. Your initiative pays off. So creative problem solving is going to be the answer for you with that. Then we have the 10 of Wands. And with the 10 of Wands, that's saying that perhaps you are working too hard. Your determination to achieve a goal is causing a big imbalance in your work, or in your work versus leisure time. So you are going to have to watch out for that. That's why the Queen of Wands is there to help you. We also have the Empress. The Empress is going to be helpful as well because she is, she's speaking to you for domestic harmony in particular, and being able to do what you need to do for yourself, but also be able to nurture others. So that's going to work very closely with keeping you from giving into that workaholic nature. The Hanged Man says that you are going to have a period of meditation. So possibly this weekend you are going to stop and recharge and do what you need to do for yourself in order to move forward and have more productive work. So a nice quiet weekend. But the Chariot represents travel in the perfect sense. So with the Chariot, it's saying that you may have a more determined course, be really in tune with your willpower in order to achieve success. But that travel is still something that's meant to give you a period of reflection, some time to get back to what you need. And then we have that Swords. We have the Queen of Swords, another strong female influence, giving you the ability to overcome and have victory with puzzling objects. So just working things out, being able to move forward because you figured out something that has been puzzling you and now you can move forward. And then with the World, we have joy and accomplishment. So possible material gains, but again, it's saying that a problem has been resolved or your goals have been met. So for our Capricorn friends, it says that this is going to be a very positive and productive weekend, possibly some travel involved, but definitely need to make sure that you don't let work overtake your weekend. We don't want that. So that being said, that is what I see for our Capricorns for this weekend. All right, let's get back here. And as you remember with these weekend energies, I'm going to be doing everybody. So I'm going to hit all 12 signs. So if you want to stick around and see what other people are, what other cards are saying to our other signs, great. If not, just know that if I haven't read you yet, I will be getting to you. So patience, as they say, is a virtue. So we're going to be reading for our Virgos next. Our Virgos are very analytical, very practical. So let's see what the weekend is holding for our Virgo friends. We got a lot of swords going on. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of swords for this weekend for our Virgos. And of course, swords represent a challenge. Not always a bad thing, but in this case with the King of Swords, we have, you're going to be able to fully realize and fully understand a complex situation. That's a good thing. The Four of Swords represents taking time out before making a big decision. So you might be thinking of doing something very important, something very big, possibly this weekend, or just this weekend is going to be the time where you actually take the time to contemplate and see what it is you're going to be doing about that situation. The Eight of Swords, another swords card. The Eight of Swords speaks to knowing the right time to do something, trusting in your ability to pick the right time to move forward with whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. So all the swords are working together, but very, very precariously. You've got to really watch what you're doing. And unfortunately, this is what you're going to be doing this weekend or with your weekend. Not necessarily a bad thing, because in the end, you will be resolving something. But you know me, I would rather be doing something fun on my weekend. You're going to be figuring things out and moving forward. You have, let me see here, we got the Two of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. So the Pentacles cards speaking to money. The Ace of Pentacles is saying that you're going to have material success and prosperity, abundance. All the material things you seek are going to be coming your way. You should never doubt that you have the ability to manifest your desires, to bring what you want. So this weekend is going to be a time for that. But at the same time, you still have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is saying that you are going to be either the receiver or the giver of a gift. Some generosity is going to be exhibited. And whether you're the giver or the receiver, both of you are going to feel like you are not beholden to each other. This is just something that you want to do just to be nice, just out of the goodness of your heart. So not necessarily money, but just something that is going to be nice and a very even and pleasant exchange with you and someone else. The Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands represents competition and having the ability, the strength to overcome a challenge. So that's going to speak to our swords at the beginning of this. So the Seven of Wands is saying that you are going to be able to have an advantage over your adversaries, and you are going to achieve some success regardless of the criticism or the opposition that you receive. The Five of Pentacles, another Pentacles card, but this one is talking about, well, again, you have some challenge, you have a struggle to coordinate. So unfortunately, you are going to be still finding a little issue here. And excuse me, the Five of Pentacles actually is more representative of isolation and financial loss. So this weekend, unfortunately, might be about your work, might be about what's happening with you at work. We do have the Five of Cups, though. Even that out, a little bit of romance or a little bit of an emotional thing coming here. The Five of Cups says that you are able to release old emotions, to find a new perspective. So hopefully all of this is kind of speaking to that, giving yourself the ability and the challenge to, with all those swords, you are definitely being challenged to finish something up. And it might have to do with work or your ability to support yourself financially. So stay alert about what's going on, maybe even into the week. But this weekend is saying probably not going to be having as much fun as we'd like to be having. So sorry about that, Virgo, but just stay aware of what's going on around you. So let's see here. So the next group we're going to read for are our Taurus friends. Now, very generous by nature already and very purposeful. Let's see what your weekend holds for you, what the cards have to say to our Tauruses. I have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles, money card, King of Cups, King of Wands. So strong cards in both those suits. Ugh, Five of Pentacles again, you guys. Oh, we have the Seven of Wands again, too. So let's see. Art and Temperance. So Temperance is a nice card to have. Let's see here. The Sun, also very good, very positive. we have the Nine of Pentacles. And then to finish this off, we have the Nine of Cups. So lots of Pentacle cards. So it's talking about money this weekend. So the Two of Pentacles actually represents balance and the ability to adapt, time management. Right now it is uncertain times for business, money, and you feel like you are juggling your resources. With the with the Five of Pentacles, we already know that that's representing feeling like you have a sense of financial loss, maybe even poverty. But then we can kind of bounce back with that Nine of Pentacles because it represents good luck and prosperity. It's telling you to stop and enjoy the little things and understand that everything you do, everything that you work toward on a daily basis, every time you do it and you accomplish it, you should think of that as a success. Enjoy those little successes and understand that they build a very, very positive past and future. When we're looking at the Wands, we have the King of Wands, Seven of Wands. Wands are action cards. So the King of Wands says that natural leadership inspires people to move forward. So perhaps this is a time where you are going to be inspiring and be leading. That naturally makes me think about, for the weekend, maybe a project. I don't want to say a project at work, but something that you wanted to get done, you are actually going to be able to get done this weekend because you are going to be in command of that. King of Wands says that natural leadership is going to come about. And then the Seven of Wands, again, having an advantage over your adversaries, success despite criticism. So whatever it is you were looking to do, I think you're going to finish it this weekend. We also have the Cups. We have the King of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. Well, remember, the Nine of Cups is that wish-fulfilled feeling, like there's magic in the air. So whatever it is you've been trying to do, it's probably going to be a piece of cake. It's going to be very pleasant for you. You're going to have such a sense of, oh my goodness, my wish has been fulfilled. I am so happy that I have finished this project. I have finished what I wanted to do. And then the King of Cups, right along with that, is enjoying emotional balance, a major celebration, and being able to be happy with what you've accomplished, feeling that sense of, excuse me, just like nothing can go wrong. And then with the sun again, it brings to us happiness, success, security, just that sense that all is well. So whatever you're putting yourself toward this weekend, it looks like it's going to be a very positive, very pleasant experience. And let's not forget that you have Temperance in your reading. Temperance is that balance, the moderation. It's cooperation can create success, great communication with someone. In most cases, when you're dealing with Temperance in a person, it would be a Sagittarius. So Taurus, look out for that Sagittarius who might be willing to help you accomplish this thing you've been trying to do. So now let's move on to our Aries. So Aries. So always enthusiastic and impulsive in most cases. We know that our weekend's going to be exciting now. It would seem to me like Aries actually takes it upon themselves to make sure things are exciting and fun. Enthusiasm is very important when you're talking about being able to relax, enjoy yourself, have fun, do things that are very enjoyable. So that being said, for our Aries, we start with the Hanged Man, and then we have the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, Death, also signifying rebirth, the Emperor, the Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, ending with the Two of Wands. So lots of Pentacles. We have three Pentacles, very high Pentacles. We also have, let's see, three cards from the major arcana, remembering that that is our power cards, the ones that stand alone and really speak to the reading overall. The Hanged Man, starting with the Hanged Man, a period of waiting, a period of pause, actual meditation, and learning to embrace your stillness. So this weekend, that's telling me this weekend might be a weekend of reflection for you, taking the time to stop and just take a deep breath and almost meditate. Think about what you want to accomplish this weekend. I'm judging from the Hangman that it's not going to be a weekend of running around. It's going to be a weekend of self-contemplation, maybe some work on yourself. The King of Pentacles, also having the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, might be concentrating on money, on how you are going to accomplish a goal to bring yourself more financial stability. Maybe even this weekend, something that you've been thinking about doing. Right now, the food delivery service is really popular. So maybe that's something that you're thinking about doing. And honestly, it is pretty solitary too these days, post-COVID, you know, that people don't like to see who's bringing them their food now. So this is an opportunity that you could improve your financial situation, still have that solitude, that ability to meditate on your situation, but also improve your financial situation. King of Pentacles, just economic power and being able to secure your wealth, to secure your abundance, and plans will be realized and manifested. Then with the Ace of Pentacles, of course, that's a big card. And it's just saying that abundance and material well-being, all of that is right there for you. But it's saying that it would be a new opportunity for financial gain. So again, that you got to think about what could you do to bring that to you. Then we have death or rebirth. Now that could be saying that this might be a change for the better just happening or initiating over this weekend. This might be a time where, because you have had that taken that moment to step back, think about it. You have taken a step toward making your financial situation better. Maybe this is a time that you're going to do something really big. That transformation from like maybe being employed in a conventional job to being employed in a non-conventional job or an unconventional job, or using this weekend to decide that you are going to move into a new position, maybe you start a new relationship. Not a lot of emotional cards here. The Five of Cups, of course, represents a new beginning, release of old energies, old emotions. So very possibly with that Five of Cups, that could be saying that the rebirth is going to be for a new relationship. You have the Emperor in your cards, and we know in most cases that is an Aries. So this card is a very serious card for you, Aries. You should pay extra attention to that Emperor type person in your life, that person who exudes leadership, provides the structure and stability for the majority of, well, your well-being, your life. And then knowing that your own self-discipline is going to bring your goals into being. So listening to this person, emulating this person is going to help you. And then last but not least, we have the Wands, the 2 and the 8 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands represents discovery, a reliable partner, and being able to plan from a stable and optimistic vantage point. So all of these things, as I said, this weekend might be the staging area, the staging time where you're going to take that time to have that moment of reflection, that moment where you can sit and concentrate on what you want to come of your future. The 8 of Wands is the 2 of Wands is speaking to that, and then the 8 of Wands is saying that changes are coming. Things are going to be require multitasking. Opportunities are going to be coming to you. It's going to be a very quick moving, very fast-paced time, and a lot of the things, a lot of developments that you have had kind of on the back burner, or maybe I'll do it next time. all of those are going to be unfolding at one time. So this is the weekend where you're going to take care of that. It's going to be the start of probably many weekends where you're going to be working towards your goal. Remember to keep that Emperor close to you, and definitely someone you're going to want to seek advice from or help from on a regular basis, because remember, it's yourself, it's the other Aries in your life that's going to be helping you with this. So that is what I see for our Aries friends. All right. So next will be our Sagittarius folks. So let's see. For the Sagittarius, always remember they are very optimistic, freedom-loving, very idealistic. So let's see what you're going for this weekend. Let's see what the cards are saying for you for this weekend. So I have the Sun, the Emperor again. Well, we have the Emperor, the Fool, Ace of Swords, the Lovers, Six of Wands, Ace of Wands, Strength, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so a little bit of romance going on here, just a tiny bit. Well, hey, and we do have the Lovers, so having a Cups card and the Lovers, good combination for a Lovers weekend. We also have the Sun that represents happiness and well-being, positive outcomes, and just gratitude, feeling like all is well. I think those three are speaking to each other, because of course we know the Lovers also represent balancing your own desires with the wants and needs of someone else. Just a positive alignment of all the things that you do and what you believe in. So very good mixture there. With the Ace of Swords, victory and mental clarity, a breakthrough, just being able to overcome your any obstacles that are coming to you. Also seeing that you have strength on your reading this weekend. Strength, giving you compassion, endurance, courage. Being able to control with love and confidence rather than brute force. So this weekend is going to be, I don't know, it looks like with those, because you got Wands, you got Cups, I would say that it's a romantic journey, but it looks like this weekend is, I don't know, maybe for yourself. With the Fool, we have that sense of wonder, the leap of faith, a free spirit. So lots of positive conditions coming to you. The Emperor, again, that father figure who you know has your best interest at heart. So, I don't know, maybe are we, I don't know, with the Wands here, the Six of Wands, the Ace of Wands stating inspiration, potential new beginning, and the Six of Wands representing victory and success, and this is where you might even receive some public recognition. So very positive cards. I am feeling, oddly enough, I'm feeling some volunteer work. I'm feeling that you are finally going to start doing some volunteer work. And this weekend, this upcoming weekend, is when you're going to start doing it. I think that that's where your emotion, your love is coming from. I think it's going to give you a sense of self-love. I think it's also going to give you a sense of just what it means to help other people, what it means to, you know, just love your fellow man and help where you can. It doesn't take, you know, writing a check for $50,000 to make someone's life better. You can just go clean up a park this weekend. You can just go feed someone at a soup kitchen, and imagine how much love there's got to be in that action. So for you, Sagittarius, I am seeing that optimism and that idealistic frame of mind that you have, leading you to something very selfless, that kind of love, doing something for someone else this weekend. So that is what I see for my Sagittarius. Now, let us go to my Leos. So our Leos are very creative and passionate. Let's see if you're going to have that kind of a weekend, maybe an extravagant weekend. If you don't live in Las Vegas, maybe this is the weekend that you go to Las Vegas. When I think of extravagance, I think of Las Vegas. And you can be anybody there. So just the adult Disneyland. So Leo, maybe you're going to Vegas. But maybe you're not, because you have the Five of Pentacles as your very first card. So I would almost advise against it. Do not go to Las Vegas for the weekend, Leo. Not this weekend. It looks like you are going to have lots of fun right where you are, though. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the universe or the world. We have Judgment. We have the Six of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the King of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Wands. So, again, a nice blend of cards. The Five of Pentacles, though, we know that the Five of Pentacles is talking about insecurity and financial loss, almost feeling like you might be at the poverty level, and definitely feeling left out of the good life that you feel like others have. So that is why I said, no, don't go someplace where, don't go to Vegas when you're feeling like that. But you also have the world right next to that card, bringing you joy and accomplishment. And usually they are for material gains. And then we also have Judgment, which is self-assessment and renewal. So past efforts are actually going to be rewarded and create your future success. So you're okay. You're okay. And this weekend, you might be concentrating on things that are going to bring you happiness, that are going to help you maybe do some harvesting of those past rewards to make your future success. The Six of Cups, an emotional card, the only one that you actually have this weekend. And the Six of Cups represents happiness and a sense of nostalgia, looking back to your childhood, understanding that the past is a very positive influence. Then you have your Three of Wands and your Four of Wands. So Wands being the action cards, giving you a sense that your initiative is finally going to pay off. It's a good time for making or adjusting long-term plans. So perhaps this is a time where you are actually sitting and planning for something in the future this weekend. This weekend is going to be used to prevent you from having that feeling of poverty, that sense of loss that the Five of Pentacles was talking about at the very beginning. And of course, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles speaks to home and family, wealth from past generations. So like that inheritance thing, just knowing that there is some sort of benefit from the prior generation, and that you will use wise planning for the future. So we have more than one card talking about planning for the future. So this weekend might be spent in reflection, trying to figure out what we're going to do with our financial situation, Leo. And then we have, I had not gotten to the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represents harmony, some teamwork, but again, that sense that all is well and steady abundance. And even though you have the one romantic card, the Cups, that Ten of Pentacles kind of speaks to that too, saying that it's possible that a marriage, some sort of romantic connection might be happening as well. So overall, for our Leos, looks like you are going to have to just make sure that you are thinking about the bigger picture and don't allow yourself to be tied down by thinking that you won't have a good financial future, but you're going to be planning for your financial future is what it looks like, your benefit. And then we have Aquarius. So let me get to that. And for our Aquarius, again, remembering that our Aquariuses are intuitive on their own, very individualistic, but sociable. Enjoy being around other people. We're starting out with a challenge card, though. We're starting out with the Ten of Swords. We have the Hermit. We have the Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Uh-oh, heavy money and some challenge. Four of Pentacles. So your weekend is speaking to money, 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 and challenge, challenge, challenge. Sorry. So out of that, we got a couple that aren't mated. So we got the Hermit and we got the Nine of Wands. So let's talk about the Hermit. So the Hermit talks about and expresses solitude, inner wisdom, following your own path. So whatever is happening this weekend, you might just be doing it yourself, enjoying your own company. With the Nine of Wands speaks to courage and vigilance, that your plans are on the verge of realization. So you're also feeling in that same note that you should be protecting your prospects, your creations. So that does speak to being a hermit this weekend, just kind of hanging in there, being on your own. Then we have the swords. We have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Queen of Swords. So challenge, 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 like I said. So with the Ten of Swords, states that it's the end of troubles. It's time for you to accept that now there's going to be some peace. It may not feel like you've had a victory, but you're going to be glad it's over. And this is where you can start allowing yourself to rebuild and to let go of any animosity. Then we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords represents sorrow and resignation. But remember, we have to avoid being trapped by negative thinking, and you have to keep moving forward. So the swords are challenged, but it's saying that you're going to work through that. Then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords represents independence and being able to overcome a puzzling obstacle, anything that's been bothering you, something that's been again, you are going to overcome any challenges that you have. The ones that have been particularly troublesome, you're going to get past those. Then we have the Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles, Seven, Six, and Four of Pentacles. So with that many Pentacles, we know we're definitely thinking about money this weekend. Something is happening with our money. So the Three of Pentacles, success in business and career, a rise in status, possibly even a raise. So maybe the challenge is over and you are going to be celebrating getting a raise, being more financially successful. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles represents perseverance and patience with developments, faith in long-term outcomes. So you have been waiting for something to happen and now it's happening. The Six of Pentacles, this is perfect for your weekend. It's saying that a gift or some sort of generosity is going to come to you unexpectedly, and not always, even though it will be material, it's not always money. And in this case, you could be the giver or the receiver, Aquarius. So that means that both of you feel like it's just something you wanted to do, something that was just out of the kindness of your heart, and you just wanted to spend time with that person and do this lovely thing for them. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles states that you are trying to protect your resources. So like with the Nine of Wands, when we were talking about maybe this is a time to keep things to yourself. Yes, it might be. That Four of Pentacles is saying, yes, you do want to keep things to yourself so that you feel like you have some economic stability, a firm foundation, and you know you have that feeling that you're on the right track. So overall this weekend, money is definitely going to be in the forefront. And you're going to meet some challenges, but being smart enough to stay on the right track, maybe keep to yourself a little bit more, you will be able to accomplish that goal. On to our Gemini. So our Geminis, we know, are very inquisitive, very versatile. So that makes for a very good short-term short-term investment, short time of doing something. So for Geminis, the weekend is the perfect time to get something absolutely done. So let's see what it's saying. It's saying the Eight of Pentacles for our Geminis, the Chariot, and the Three of Cups. Four of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Devil, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So we've got some cups in there, so maybe some romance this weekend. The Three of Cups is heavily involving friends and doing things with people outside of your interior love life. So this would be friends, activities with friends. Then you have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups speaks to new emotional experiences, but being in tune with your psychic abilities and possibly a new love or a new friendship. So this weekend is a good time to get out there, maybe, so you can meet new people. Also with the Ace of Cups, stating that it's a new relationship or that you're allowing yourself to finally heal from something old. Like I said, I really feel strongly that this is about friendships more or less, but still you do have to get out there, put yourself out there. The Chariot is telling you that you are supposed to be taking a trip or travel of some sort and have a more determined course about what you're doing. We're talking about the weekend, so yeah, it looks like a lot of us are going to be traveling this weekend, but it definitely looks like Gemini should be traveling. We have the Four of Swords. With the Four of Swords, it recommends vacation, needing to take time out before making a big decision, a break from your normal to recharge. So definitely speaks to getting away, getting out of your normal grind. And then the Seven of Swords speaks to strategy and stealth and cunning. Keeping your ideas to yourself until you feel like it's ready, your ideas or your thoughts to yourself. So this might be a weekend for fun and frivolity, but not so much for bearing your heart and soul or an idea that you've been thinking about or something that you know might be controversial. This is not the time to bring that up. Don't do it. So then we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands speak to working too much, an imbalance between your work and your leisure. Also, the answers might not be that clear for you right now. So you yourself might be wondering about something and you just don't know what to do. So I'm glad you're here and you're checking it out with me. But the cards say that you might not get the clarity that you were hoping for. But we do have the Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles, that speaks to the economic power, having your plans realized. So things are coming together. The Eight of Pentacles reflects on studies and skilled work. So the satisfaction in taking the time to do something well. So those two together, not bad. And then, of course, we have the Devil. The Devil represents being able to control your primal nature, what is impulsive to you, something that makes you feel like you are in the middle of abandon, you are liberated. But it also reminds you to keep the bigger picture in mind. So that being said, it looks like you are going to be busy with making some changes here, but with a lot of support. You're going to have your friends at the forefront. You are going to have the ability to seek that clarity and keep your own ideas and your resources to yourself. And with the Pentacles, it says that things are going to be looking up financially. So, Gemini, you're going to have a good weekend, a busy weekend, and looks like you're also going to be using it for more work than play, unfortunately. So next we have our Libras, and our Libras are diplomatic and charming, and courteous, sometimes to a fault. But let's see how that pans out for your weekend, Libra. So let's see here. So for our Libras, I see the Hanged Man, death or rebirth, the Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups, love. All right, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So this is this is what I would expect for Libra. Lots of love, lots of romance in your weekend. And the Nine of Cups, one of my favorite of the Cups cards, and one of my, that to me speaks most to a Libra, is the Nine of Cups, where you feel like there is magic in the air. You're focusing on the positive, and that's bringing you what you want now. You feel like your wish has been fulfilled. Just contentment and happiness is dominant. So this is going to be a great weekend for you. You also have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups represents partnership and harmony. So for you, Libra, this weekend sounds like it's going to be very relaxing, very zen, very just you and your partner. You also have the Lovers. Again, partnership, balancing your desires with the needs and wants of someone else. So definitely a time for you to just be you and that person. Four of Cups, another emotional card. So this is the one that you have to watch out for, because it sounds like this weekend you are going to be very, very much into you and that other person. So you have to be careful not to get distracted or allow boredom, because once monotony sets in, your partner may feel a little bit less satisfied with what you have. Feeling like material needs are met, but the emotional and the creative outlet is just not there. Not feeling like connected like maybe you had before all this us time. So make sure that us time is quality us time. Make sure that you are making the best of that, and you're both nurturing each other in that case. With the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, again, uncertain times for money and career. It's your weekend. You shouldn't really worry about that. You're probably already pretty good about juggling your resources. And then the Seven of Pentacles says that perseverance and patience with developments, faith in a long-term project, the outcome will be good for you. So that's very good. Something that gives you hope, even though, like I said, this weekend is about love. It's not about worrying about your money. The Queen of Wands represents accomplishment, inspiration, and someone with good advice is there wanting to give it to you. So perhaps it is this person that you are actually in this romantic relationship with. Most of the time we're looking at a woman, but there's no reason why a man could not be that person with the good advice and the kindness and warmth and the heart and just the loyalty to you. Someone who wants to only have the best for you. With that death and the sense of rebirth, the Death card obviously represents endings, but also beginnings, a sense of transition or transformation. So I think this is talking to the relationship, your relationship with this other person. It's going through a transformation. It's very important, especially in long-term relationships, that you have those moments of transformation to keep things fresh and fun, and to keep you feeling like you are in that sense of wonder, that magic in the air. And then we have the Hanged Man, perfect end to the perfect weekend, because throughout all of this, the Hanged Man tells us that we have to have that temporary pause, that moment of meditation, and just learn to embrace the stillness and just enjoy that break, that downtime before we move on. So I think that's a really good way to have a weekend. And Libra, that sounds just like the kind of weekend you would have. So now I am going to be speaking to our Cancers. And let's see here. Our Cancers, very protective, very tenacious, very possessive. So let's see what's in store for our Cancers this weekend. So I have starting with the Nine of Pentacles. So we're starting with the money card. We got the Lovers again. We have the Five of Cups, so another emotional card. We have the Hierophant. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups, so the Lovers and 3 emotional cards. Cancer, you are about to have a very emotional weekend. We got the Eight of Swords. All right, and we have Judgment. So this weekend looks like it is going to be full of pleasure and happiness, simply with all of that love floating around. We got the Lovers, the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups. So Five Cups tells us that we are dealing with release of old emotions to find a new perspective. So this might be a situation where you are moving forward to someone new. You do have the Lovers, so with the Lovers, we know that that is balancing your own desires with the wants and needs of someone else. Maybe that's actually saying that this might be a time where they're not the same. Hopefully this isn't saying that you're having a breakup this weekend. Let's see here. The Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, let's take a look at that. Break up those love cards. Nine of Pentacles represents prosperity and good luck and your appreciation of the little things, learning to be happy for those and your daily successes. So that sounds like it would be very helpful, very useful. Bouncing back to the Eight of Cups, it says it's a turning point, a decision to make a change for the better, and that you should probably seek out nature for this. So maybe getting back to nature, getting out of the house, getting out of the office, seeking the sun, just nature in general might be good for everything. This might be a time, take a picnic with your lover. You know, just back to basics. That might be exactly what you need. With Judgment, it's a time for self-assessment. Your past efforts will reward your future success. So this is something where you're looking back at things that you've done, and hopefully this would bring you some peace. Hopefully this would be something that you could inflect into your weekend, make things turn out a little bit nicer. With the Hierophant, that is like the High Priest. It's bringing you to the brink of spiritual growth and taking advice from someone you trust. So this might be a saving grace for you, seeking out someone who you do trust, someone you know does have your best interest at heart, someone who loves you in another way to help you with this other person that you love, if that tends to be going the wrong way. Looking at the Eight of Swords, we know that the Eight of Swords speaks to blind trust and feeling like you might be trapped in that situation, knowing your sense of right timing. So I think that's speaking to that Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups, definitely. And then, so overall, it looks like you are going in the right direction. You are going to be able to succeed despite criticism and optimism, and you are going to be working toward keeping that love relationship. So this might be a weekend where you are going to be a little selfless, thinking of your partner a little bit more, Cancer, and that is okay with you. All right. Pisces. Our Pisces. Let's see where the weekend cards are taking you, Pisces. So we have the Two of Swords, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Six of Swords. So challenge and some peace of mind at the same time. We have the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, we have the Fool, the Star, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So lots of Pentacles in this reading. Money again. The Four of Pentacles, the Seven, and the Two. The Four of Pentacles speaks to economic stability, knowing that you're on the right track. The Seven of Pentacles speaks of perseverance and faith. You're patient with new developments will help you have better long-term outcomes. And the Two of Pentacles, even though you are in uncertain times, being able to adapt and time management, being resourceful, all of those things will work for you in this situation. So probably a short-term goal or a short-term issue financially is going to be resolved this weekend. The Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, swords being a challenge, but the Two of Swords states that you will need negotiation or compromise, regardless of how you feel about a situation. So you're going to be bringing peace to that conflict. The Six of Swords states that there will be peace restored after a long period of difficulty. So maybe this is just the weekend that some things that have been bothering you are going to be resolved. You'll be able to have a nice, relaxing weekend without thinking about that issue. And if it's money, we know that you're already working on that. The money situation is going to get better as well. The Hanged Man, time for reflection, temporary pause. You have to take that downtime to move forward and be more productive. So that we get the Star. The Star is inspiration, positive change, and new ideas. So this is a time where your creativity is going to help manifest what you want, what you desire. The Fool, wonder, innocence, taking that leap of faith, possibly a journey. And then we have the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands says that cooperation will be a challenge, but you're going to need to regroup. So change is good. With the Fool, it says you might actually get out of town. Oddly enough, it sounds like a lot of travel, a lot of getting away for everybody, but things will work out this weekend and you're going to resolve some issues, Pisces, which will definitely appeal to your compassionate nature. You're going to be able to resolve some issues. And then last but not least, our Scorpios. And let's see how the cards are speaking to our Scorpio. For Scorpio, I see the Seven of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Emperor, King of Swords, Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So lots of strong female influence in this weekend. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess represents intuition and insights, listening to and trusting your own intuition. The Queen of Swords, she is going to be helping you overcome difficult obstacles, things that you've been worried about, things you've been thinking about, things that have had you in a quandary. This weekend, you're going to have that epiphany. You're going to get through those. With the Queen of Wands, that's saying that you are going to have that sense of accomplishment. You are going to be optimistic, and you are going to be seeking some good advice from someone who really cares about you, someone whose advice will definitely benefit you. We also have the Ten of Swords. We have the King of Swords. So with the Ten of Swords, an end of troubles. You're going to find some finality. Your conflicts may not feel like they were victorious, but you will feel relieved that they are over. And with that King of Swords, fully understanding a complex situation is going to bring you completion. So often this will be dealing with law or politics, something contractual. So I'm thinking maybe you might even, there's not a lot of financial cards here, but emotion cards like the Cups. So perhaps you're looking into a contractual agreement like marriage, because you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups represents a new emotional experience. Also, bliss. I wouldn't say it's so much starting a new love in this case, but perhaps pursuing a new avenue with the love. With the Four of Cups, that is where you have to watch to not get too distracted, to not allow monotony to set in. But it sounds like if you are moving on to the next level, you are looking into contractual things. I think that would pique and perk up any relationship. But then you also have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is wishful thinking. It's where you're integrating your heart, your intuition for your best choices. So that speaks to being very successful in the realm of love. And then last but not least, our Emperor. And the Emperor speaks to us as a father figure would. The Emperor is that energy that inspires leadership and structure, protection. So knowing that if you have the stability and you have that tenacity, you will move forward. So for Scorpios, that intensity is right up your alley. So it sounds like you are ready to move forward with whatever this is, but it definitely looks like it's going to be something a little bit more serious in the romantic realm. So that sounds like a very cool weekend. So that being said, I am finished for this week's energies. I hope everyone found something they could take from this. Thank you for checking us out, and we will see you next week.